So how do you get started with creating your portfolio piece or starting the module? Well, the key is to identify your client, right? So choose a client at work or choose your company. Now, the work that you're doing, remember, we would love for it to be shippable. We would love for it to be implementable. But the key that you have to remember is that the work that you're doing is primarily there to show that you are able to perform that skill. So if you're doing content marketing, for example, and you're creating a content strategy, let's say that you choose a client at work or you choose your company, the ideal scenario is to think through what a good strategy would be, right? And try to create your own take on it, using the best practices and what you're taught and the resources that you've seen. So what I mean is, so let's say that your company is rolling out this new event. Well, they already have their marketing and everything in place for that event. Your job is to figure out, well, what would I do if I was leading this, right? And you might not hit the mark, right? The goal is to do your best though, and the goal is to be able to learn from your mistakes, but also celebrate your successes. So when you do this, you can say, well, if I'm doing this event, then I know my target audience, are these people, and the content that I will be producing are going to be these blog posts that hit these pain points that they have. And here's some examples, and you put that all together for your manager to see, right? And from there, you'll be able to benchmark with what the content team has created or what your peers have created at DCI, and you can say, wow, I sort of missed the mark here, or wow, I was actually in line. Even though I'm a PPC person, I can do content. That's the big key, right? And when we think about strategy, you keep seeing this word over and over and hearing about it. It doesn't have to be this holistic thing where it's like, I'm gonna use content for my company to go to the next level. It's like, that's really big, that's awesome, but what if they're just small missions? Like, hey, we're rolling out this new product. What kind of content strategy should we use in order to achieve the objective? Maybe the objective is to start getting leads for the sales, right? So that's what you can expect and how to do these things. Remember these key points. One, the primary objective is for you to demonstrate that you can achieve these goals of completing these projects, because we're trying to turn you to a hybrid marketer. You're able to do all these different skills in digital marketing, even though you're going to emphasize your specialty in certain areas. Now, the other thing to remember is that the portfolio pieces that you're creating throughout the apprenticeship is manager facing. This is to demonstrate to your manager that, hey, I am capable of doing all these things, and this is how I'm going to graduate and finish well in the apprenticeship and just knock it out of the ballpark. And then down the line, your own portfolio, which will be your capstone project, you're able to customize, because there are going to be skills that you really want to emphasize, so that, let's say that you love content. Well, you want to show that off and get potential clients in the future, or be promoted at your job, right? Or be an influencer to speak somewhere in at different conferences. Now, you might also want to de-emphasize things. Let's say that you did stellar on your Tableau data visualization project, but you're like, I really don't want to do this. I can do it, but on that side, you're like, well, I really can just put this on the back burner. I don't want people to know me for Tableau, even though I know it, right? Now, let's say that an opportunity arises a couple years from now, and one of the ways to get in is through showing that you can use data visualization in Tableau or Power BI. Then you can say, hey, I remember this. I'm going to create this project. Because one very important thing to realize is that your portfolio is just like your resume. It's a living thing, and it's going to keep being updated as you gain more experience, as you tailor yourself. It's like, for certain events that you go to, you're going to dress differently. For certain opportunities in life, you're going to change your portfolio differently. If you have more questions about this, let me know. Or Matt Pompa is very good at this at mvpompa.com. Right, he is a great guy when it comes to storytelling. He finessed, his portfolio site based on his current goals and stuff. So I hope this helps, and if you have other questions, let me know, but I really want to make sure that you're supported well, and you're going to be successful in this. So keep up the good work, and let me know if you have questions. Thanks.